been a fucking minute since I leave my apartment without any makeup on, and I actually feel dead. Look, same thing. I made myself a smoothie, and I'm not the biggest smoothie fan. Actually, I don't even like smoothies like that because I thought the weather was nicer than it actually is. Because look at how sunny it looks, but actually it's freezing. If I can do one thing is I can talk nonstop, which is why I started this. Okay, so now I'm just freezing my smoothie, but at least it's good. Welcome to my YouTube, I guess. This is just gonna be a space where I can talk about things that are on my mind, and just a space honestly where I can vlog more and make it long form content, because I feel like sometimes on TikTok I want to do like a vlog of my day of like a trip or something like that, and then it just ends up being like more than 10 minutes and I don't post them because that's not what TikTok is for, and that's okay. But I've always wanted to do long form content like this, and I have a couple compilations that I really want to post and I really like, so never mind. Actually, I just remember that all the things from my past phone got deleted because I hadn't had an iCloud, Apple, whatever storage done since like 2024. So everything from last year is gone. Maybe it's for the better. Whatever. Still, welcome. This is, again, it's just gonna be me yapping. So I guess this is gonna be the intro vlog, but also the vlog of the next 2 days of me just like getting ready to go home. Actually, I'm not going home. I'm going on break. I'm going on spring break tomorrow. I fly to Utah tomorrow, and by the time I post this, I'll probably already be there or leaving, and I'm really excited. I feel like sophomore year has gone by insanely fast. I also feel like I say that about every single year, but I do feel like that's a real thing. But yeah, that's besides the point. This is just a space where I'm going to talk a lot of things about like health, wellness, nutrition, travel, being a college student, like, I don't know, things I think are important to talk about, but it's also going to be very unserious. Like, this is just going to be genuinely a place where I like dump memories and vlogs and like what's on my mind apart from like educational stuff. So it's really just going to be like a dump of a lot of things, if you will, and it's going to be long form content, so I'm loving that. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll post some videos where I'm like talking for 10 minutes straight, and then others are just like vlogs or like how to make something, or I don't know, maybe explained what I eat in a day, because I did get that requested once, but if anybody would like to see that, I would probably make it. Yeah. And yeah, I guess we can start today by saying that I am aware of the fact that I have a lot of habits that are not the healthiest, like how much salt I eat and how much caffeine I take. And you know what? I think there's worse habits to have, and there's worse coping mechanisms to have, or addictions. I don't have any addiction. I don't have any terrible coping mechanisms. I wouldn't say so. My coping mechanism I would consider to be the gym or like working out. So whatever. Point being, it's okay for me to have this energy drink, and I'm actually gonna, I don't know, I think I'm gonna start the vlog by talking about how fitness doesn't have to be super serious or like all or nothing, and that's just always something I've thought. So I'm just gonna dive into that a little bit. I guess by that I just mean like, I like to have a routine of what I'm doing every single day, and I will say I'm very like rigid with it, meaning like every single week I want to hit a certain number of leg days, a certain number of upper body, and a full body, and an ab day, and a rest day, and an active rest day. Like, I want to make sure to get them done. But what's been happening a lot lately in college is that just with like things going on and plans popping up and stuff like that, I haven't been able to do them like the days that I would want them, like that I would want to do them, or like in the order that I would want to do them. And that's fine. Like, I'm literally just learning that as long as I work out and I get those done, it doesn't really matter how, when, or like the order that I get them done in the week. Like, yeah, sure, would it be more optimal to get like maybe like in the order that I want in my head? Yes, but like I feel like sophomore year has just like, well, second year of college has just really taught me that it's not really possible to do that all the time if you have other stuff going on in your life, and that's okay. Like, I really stress about sometimes falling out of routine, or like things not going exactly the way I planned them to go, or you know, not hitting a leg day the day I wanted to hit it, or like with low sleep, or like I don't know, eat before, or you know, factors that are just part of life, especially part of college life. And like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, before I thought everything had to be perfect in order for me to be able to like do it, or in order for me to be able to do it properly. Like, I had to have 8 hours of sleep, and to have had like a carb heavy meal before, and yada yada yada, like a list of things that I needed in order for my lift or my leg day or whatever to be the best it could be, and for it to be optimal. And that's just not the case anymore. Would having those things in place help it make it optimal? Yes, but it's not necessary, and it's also really not my priority. Like, my priority right now is working out every single day when it comes to fitness, and like moving in ways that I want to, and like working out in ways that I want to and I like to, because I know it's what makes me feel good. And yes, I have aesthetic goals, and I also have some performance goals, and like keeping that in mind, like that's why I'm working out, because mental health, aesthetic, all that. But it's to a point, and I want to say it's not a priority in my life, but it definitely is. And I feel like if you know me, you're gonna be like, girl, yes, working out is your priority. And yes, I'm gonna agree with that, but it's not a priority the way that it once was, where it was like everything encompasses and surrounds and moves around my working out. I would say I've definitely learned, and I've grown to make it the other way around. I've grown to make my life better by fitness, and not just like make my life surround around fitness, if that makes any sense. I really don't know if any of this is making any sense, and like if you're still listening, like thank you so much, because I can yap. If I can do one thing, is I can talk nonstop, which is why I started this again. I don't know, I just feel like sometimes I wouldn't do plans because they would like interfere with my bedtime or stuff like that. Like, it was really that deep for me. And I'm just here to tell you that if you're having that thought process in your head, it really is not that deep. Bottom line, okay? Like, if you are young and if you're in college, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I know that, like, I know there's gonna be people that are like, no, but like, I really care, or like, I have these big goals, or like, this matters to me. Like, okay. If you're bodybuilding, if you're training for a marathon, like, okay, that's amazing. Genuinely, that's amazing. And like, you go do you, and go crush your goals and make them your top priority. But for me, that's not the case right now, and I don't think it needs to be the case. And I think it's unnecessarily stressful for that to like acting like that's the case, because it's not. Like, I'm not having to impress anybody, I'm not having to perform, I'm not having to be a bodybuilder. Like, all the pressure that I would put on working out for like a couple of months there was really unnecessary. And all I'm trying to say is that since I took the pressure out of it, I want to do it more, and I actually enjoy working out again, which is crazy, because in high school I definitely didn't think I was gonna stop liking working out. And for a moment there, it's not that I stopped liking it, but it just felt so forced, and I didn't like it the same. It was just like not the same. So what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be that deep. And when I took the pressure off of it, it became 10 times more fun again. And now I get excited about the gym again, which is, it's really nice to be excited about. It's literally a hobby for me. Like, it's nice to be excited about hobbies that you once had, because you let them go for a little and you put a pause on them. That's also what I did with running. If you know, I've talked about this to some people, but if you know, I used to run, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I used to run consistently, right? I've done 3 half marathons. Last year I did 2. I was consistently running and I loved it. Then what happened? I got a little bit tired of it. And the weather got cold. Point being, I stopped enjoying running as much as I once did. So what did I do? I put a pause on it. I'm not sure when I'm going to pick it back up again. But I know for a fact that because I put a pause to it, I still like it. And I know that I'm going to have another phase in my life where I'm going to like it again. And I'm probably going to be consistent with it again. But it's because I've learned from my mistakes and I don't want to force myself to do it just because, I don't know, because I've done it for a while now and like I got better at it, and there's like races that I can sign up for. Like, there really is no reason for you to do something that you don't want to keep doing, because that's just going to make you stop wanting to do it. With that being said, that doesn't apply to responsibilities, okay? Like, of course, be responsible, and like there's things that you have to do that are unavoidable, but I'm talking working out here, if that wasn't clear. So yeah, I'm just gonna close that rant there because otherwise I'm not gonna get to the gym. But today I have a full body lift, even though I haven't done a full body lift in maybe the last 4 months, because I don't know, I've just had 4 days of lifting every single week. Like, I lift 4 times a week, and 2 of those are upper body days and the other 2 are lower body days, and then the other days I just don't lift, I do other stuff. But with that being said, I'm kind of not loving the 2 upper body days, so I'm switching one to full body. You know, that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's not that serious. It really is not that serious. And yeah, fun fact, but this is not my favorite flavor. The apple cider, there's an apple cider one that's better. And yeah, Bloom is my favorite energy drink. It used to be Alani, but now it's Bloom. Sorry, not sorry. Don't know what changed, couldn't tell you, but we're going to the gym.